everybody. Dave Brown and Corey Macklin here at ringside, ready to go with another day of USWA Championship Wrestling.
Oh, we're ready to go, Jerry. The King Lawler will be right in the ring today. We'll be seeing the King in action, a newcomer to the USWA. Del Rios should find him interesting. We look forward to seeing Del in action. And the fabulous one, Jeff Jarrett, he's going to be here in action today as well.
And a lot of other things going on, too. We'll talk more about those when we come back with opening action right here. You stay with us.
Hi, folks, Bob Burkheimer for Sunrise Pontiac GMC Truck. The 94s are arriving daily, so we're having a clearance sale at Sunrise. Over 393 Pontiacs and GMC trucks to choose from. Huge savings on over $1 million worth of used cars, including the lot specializing in cars and trucks under $29.95. And here's the first from Memphis' #1 Pontiac and GMC dealer, a service department that's open Saturdays and weeknights till 7. Big selection, huge savings, and convenient service hours. Just 3 reasons to buy your new car truck at Sunrise, the ugliest building on Covington Pike, Memphis.
Some stores want you to believe that you really have to give up selection and sales help to get low prices, or that you have to pay a membership fee to save money. Well, it's just not true. At Circuit City, we guarantee to beat any price from any other store, any membership club, anybody. So if you want great selection, friendly advice, and always the low price guaranteed, welcome to Circuit City.
Dennis Hall's Auto Salvage, home of 1 million parts. Call or come by 3100 Gill Road and see Dennis Hall's large inventory of both domestic and foreign parts. Bumper-to-bumper body parts, used and rebuilt engines and transmissions. They also specialize in both new and used glass replacement for all makes and models of cars and trucks. For steering column and step repair, Dennis Hall's guarantees the lowest prices in Memphis.
Hi, I'm Dennis Hall. For the best prices in town, come on down.
On the next Bertice Berry Show, the single woman's guide to men. Should you be the first to say, I love you?
She could if she wanted to, but only if she doesn't mean it.
Or let him see you naked?
I think so. Then you find out if he's got a sense of humor.
Secrets every woman should know.
If she's so naive to fall for that, I'm going to be borrowing money from her, too.
A woman's guide to men.
We're going to tell you the real deal.
On the next Bertice Berry Show.
Monday morning at 11 on TV5, the Mid-South's news leader.
Well, the ring awaits right here. We've got the King headed this way in just a moment, who's going to be in action right here. There he is. The King himself, Jerry Lawler, climbing into the ring and greeting the fans as he comes around. I tell you what, I do have something that maybe I can get the King's cooperation on here. King, I hate to hold things up here, but just before we get your match going, we've got some highlights of an opponent you got coming up here. Native American who's undefeated in the WWF. Here are some highlights right here of Tatanka. Well, you're watching the Native American in action here from the WWF. As we mentioned, he is undefeated in WWF action. He's coming to town. He's going to be battling the King. And Vince McMahon had a few things to say. We won't go into that right now, but we'll hear some words from McMahon a little bit earlier. But send him here to the USWA, and you will be looking very soon at Tatanka, the Native American. Well, Tatanka's had that hand raised a bunch of times, but right there you're looking at the man who's going to try to bring him to the end of the trail coming up. He's going to be in action right now. We're talking about the King. We appreciate the King's patience while we showed you those highlights. His opponent, Lee Vincent, in here as we're set to go with the one fall, 15-minute time limit match. Referee Frank Morrell is just about ready, and here we go. Here's Corey Macklin.
Thank you, Dave Brown. We're underway with it. The King, Jerry Lawler, against Lee Vincent, our opening bout on USWA Wrestling. The King, the unified world heavyweight champion, here today in a non-title match against Lee Vincent. Vincent stands in with Lawler. He backs him up against the rope. Vincent nailing. And Lawler gives him a clean break. Gives Vincent a break, and I'm sure Lee Vincent is very, very pleased with that move from the King. Jerry Lawler and Lee Vincent tangling up again. Vincent backs Lawler up in the turnbuckle. Knee lift. Oh, right hand from Vincent. Oh, boy. Oh. Lawler comes back with a punch of his own and sends Vincent down.
Well, Lawler just was kind of letting him know, look, you want to do that? I can do that, too. As a matter of fact, Jerry invented a lot of that, I think.
Yeah, Lee Vincent should know that, shouldn't he?
Yeah, he should have done his history lesson a little bit better, I guess. And how the King can wrestle if you make him.
Well, that should have been one of the first things that Lee Vincent did want to do, and that was to throw a punch at Lawler.
Yeah, fist doubled up again. This time he doesn't use it. And it's wise for him as much as for Lawler that he didn't use it. The King pretty firmly in control here at the early goings of this match.
Holding on to Lee Vincent, behind the left arm. He's got his boot right there on the side of his face on Lee Vincent. And the King just kind of holding Vincent down. Tightening up on that left arm of Lee Vincent. Jerry the King Lawler with Vincent into the ropes now. Drop. Takes him down. Good move from the King.
That's big rattling backdrop. It rattles your teeth and everything else.
Oh, boy. Oh, Lawler says one more time, but Vincent reverses it. But finds a right hand from the King. Lawler on the middle rope. Vincent is out. The King comes down on him. 1, 2, and 3. That will do it. The King, Jerry Lawler.
Look out.
Look out, though.
That's Paul Neighbors out here.
Oh.
Hold him! Hold him real bad! Hold him, Lawler! What are you doing out here with these? Give one of the dog catchers out here. What are you...
Break my neck, I'll fix up. Come on, Paul
Neighbors.
He's got a board, Dave. Whoa.
Oh, Lawler got him before he hit him with the board.
Lawler got the board. Look out, he's smashing it over Paul Neighbors' head. Oh, my goodness. Boy, he nailed Neighbors with it. Flipped that board on Paul Neighbors. Neck brace it all, and there's Neighbors stumbling out of there. The dog catcher grabs a hold of Paul Neighbors, and they'll finally get out of here. Oh,
yeah, let's take them on out of here all the way. Well, they come rolling out here after Lawler had just gotten a victory, but I tell you what, the King kept his balance and kept his head about him, ended up with a board and smashed Paul Neighbors right over the head with it.
Yeah. Hey, Paul Neighbors, go look in the mirror. Now you got your neck in a cast. You got your head busted wide open. I just got this to say to you. You want to come out and jump me? You got more troubles than you can handle with the Moondogs. And Paul Neighbors' hair's at stake in the match with the Moondogs. If that's the best your boys can do, you're going to have your neck in a cast, your head busted open, and bald as a cue ball after that match with the Dogs.
There's the king with a word. Paul Neighbors, his day not starting out very well. We'll be back with more USWA action. Don't you dare go away.
I took diet pills. I lost 34 pounds.
6 months later, the weight came back.
That's when I decided to get off the diet roller coaster and get on a Nordic track.
In fact, Nordic Track is so easy to stick with that after 5 years, 7 out of 10 Nordic Track owners still use their Nordic Track skiers an average of 3 times a week.
It's been more than 2 years. The weight's still off, and I'm still on my Nordic track. You should give Nordic Track a try.
Call now for a free video and brochure. Take weight off and keep it off. Nordic Track introduces the Weight Loss Satisfaction Guarantee. Research shows that Nordic Track's total body workout burns more calories than exercisers that only work your legs. Discover what numerous customers have found. With regular exercise on Nordic Track, you can take weight off and keep it off. And we're so confident you'll lose weight, too, we guarantee it. We'll guarantee that you'll lose at least 10 pounds in 60 days or your money back. Call now for a free video and brochure. Ask about our 60-day weight loss satisfaction guarantee.
Let Rent America put this new 25-inch RCA TV with color picture-in-picture in your home today. Complete with a universal remote that programs any VCR or cable decoder in one unit, all for just $15.95 a week. Or this RCA VCR for just $8.95 a week. Add the matching furniture for just a few dollars more.
I love it. I ordered it today, and I got it today.
Our promise to you is to be the low-price leader in rental purchase.
It's our Super Summer Sacrifice Sale, going on right now at your Mid-South Chevy dealer. We're clearing out our entire 1993 inventory to make room for the 94s. Check out Chevy's good-looking and long-lasting full-size truck. Known for its dependability, Chevy's full-size has the most powerful standard engine and the largest standard payload in its class. And right now is a great time to buy a tough Chevy truck with a $1,500 discount on 93 models. Shop the Super Summer Sacrifice Sale and save, only at your Mid-South Chevy dealers.
Well, it's coming up here, the end of the trail match. We already told you a little bit about Tatanka, the Native American, undefeated. He's got a match coming up, though, against the King this week. End of the trail for one of them. Of course, end of the trail for Tatanka. If he loses, that's the end of his undefeated string. On the other hand, with the King, if he loses, it could be the end of his reign as the unified world champion, because that belt will be on the line for the end of the trail match. Now, I indicated a few moments ago that Vince McMahon had a few comments, and let's bring those to you right now. Here's Vince.
For those of you who don't know me, my name is Vince McMahon. I'm the voice of the World Wrestling Federation. Jerry Lawler is the king. The king of what? That's what you have to ask yourself. Jerry Lawler, you know what you're the king of. You're the king of nothing. The king of the unified title. Whoopee. Big deal. Do you know how you got to be king, Jerry Lawler? Because of tactics and antics that you used last Monday night. You're the king of the cheaters. No question. You know how to cheat better than anyone. I mean, can you imagine taking advantage of the 8-foot giant Gonzalez, throwing fire in his face? His whole head, everything exploded. Jerry Lawler, that's what you're about. Throwing fire. We're talking wrestling now, and apparently wrestling has been reduced in Memphis, Tennessee, to Jerry the King Lawler cheating, trying to set another wrestler on fire. Well, you want fire? You've got it. And I'll promise you, and I'll promise the fans from the entire Memphis area, if you want to see fire, you're going to see fire this Monday night. You're going to see a young man run to the ring that is undefeated in the World Wrestling Federation. Now, can you imagine, with the lofty standards of the World Wrestling Federation, an individual actually being still undefeated after thousands of matches? That's what you have in the fiery young competitor by the name of Tatanka. He's undefeated, Jerry Lawler. He's going to come to Memphis this Monday night, Jerry Lawler. He's going to show you what fire is all about. He's going to walk into the ring undefeated. He's going to walk out of the ring undefeated. And oh, by the way, why don't you bring your fire, Jerry Lawler? Why don't you bring your fire and bring anything else you want to bring? Tatanka will put the fire out. And the smoke signals that Tatanka will leave after the fire is out is the king is no longer the king. The king has been dethroned. The king has been scalped.
Well, there's the word from Vince McMahon. Standing in the ring right now is Leon Downs. I tell you what, we've seen Leon several times before. He steps in. What is this? The spellbinder has arrived. Speaking of fire, I saw some there. Removing a mask, and he still has a mask. Yeah. Boy. What an interesting... Oh, what? The spellbinder. He kind of had me spellbound there for a minute.
Yeah, me too.
He climbs into the ring, and we are going to be set to go here with USWA Championship Wrestling action. The spellbinder against Leon Downs. 1 fall, 15-minute time limit. Corey, here we go.
Yeah, Dave, we're underway with it. Our first look at the spellbinder. A big guy stands in with Leon Downs. Oh, Downs goes to swing at him, and the big spellbinder just shoves him down. Picks up Leon Downs, slams him down. Body slam on Downs. Nice arm drag, and some good moves in here in our first look at this spellbinder.
Absolutely, especially when you consider his opponent, Leon Downs. Leon Downs capable of good moves himself.
Well, big guy, and the spellbinder just took him down. Like last week's garbage in there. Down. Double forearm. Gets the spellbinder down on one knee. Backs him up. Reversal. The spellbinder whips him in. Boy, what a move. Kick from the spellbinder. Takes Leon Downs down again.
Wow. And you could hear that chop for about 3 blocks away.
Yeah, what a chop. Rams Downs into the turnbuckle.
Downs trying to regain his balance there after spellbinder just snapped that head into the top turnbuckle. Follows up with a couple of chops. Great upper body strength from this spellbinder.
Yeah. He's got great strength and power as he goes after Leon Downs. The spellbinder. Takes Downs again into the turnbuckle. Comes off and he catches a big forearm from the spellbinder. Well, first look at him, and he is impressive in the USWA, and we've still got a lot more to go today. The Moondogs are here today as well. The spellbinder going after Leon Downs and not taking it easy on him at all either.
So far, he's been methodically destroying him. Leon has not been able to put together an offense in this particular one. He's been on the defensive the whole time, and spellbinder continues to work with a big forearm across the back.
Spellbinder sets Leon Downs up. Oh, boy. Gets him down with that DDT. Covers him, hooks the leg, too, and that'll do it for Leon Downs. The spellbinder gets the win over Leon Downs. And a lot of impressive things in there with the spellbinder, huh?
Absolutely. I tell you what, he's looked mighty good in the debut here in the USWA today. Well, headed this way. It's Miss Robin, Tony Adams, Miss Simpson, with Brian Christopher. I heard about Brian and the Phantom. Hi, Brian, with the pictures.
What's so funny, Dave, huh?
I heard about the Phantom and the pictures and all that.
Why are you laughing, Dave? I don't think anything's funny.
I think you got a lot of explaining to do, guys.
Well, I think you better wipe that stupid little grin off your face before I do it for you, okay? You hear me?
I hear what you're saying. Do you have
Well, then wipe it off your face.
Well, do you have something to say about it or what?
Yeah, I got something to say.
All right.
Put the microphone right here, and don't you say another word. And all you stupid people out there, keep your mouth shut, too. Let's step over here. Now, Chris Adams, I bet you're sitting at home yourself with a big stupid grin on your face. I bet you're laughing it up, aren't you? Because last week, Chris Adams is the one that came out here, dressed up in all black like the Phantom of the Opera, and he brought these photographs out here, naked photographs of his ex-wife. Now, if anybody thinks that that is funny, then they're sick in the head. Chris Adams, you have got to be mentally deranged to find that amusing. Anybody would bring naked photographs of his ex-wife out here and try to have them shown on nationwide TV, then they're sick. And I don't find that funny one bit. Now, do you find that funny, huh? Now answer me. Now answer me. Is that funny?
I was just looking at photographs.
No, it ain't. You're looking at what?
No, never mind.
Listen to me, Chris Adams. Ain't nothing funny around here. Hey, who's behind that? Cut that out. Cut that out. Now listen to me, Chris Adams. You think it's funny to show naked photographs of your ex-wife? Well, I don't find that funny. Anybody? Get that off the screen, Dave Brown. Who's behind all this? Get it off the screen, Dave. Listen to me. Whoever's behind all this, get it off the screen. I don't want any more photographs. See what I'm saying? Turn it off. Listen to me. Take that off the screen, Dave. This is not funny. Who's behind all this? Who's behind this? Who's behind all this? Get it off the screen. Get it off the screen. Last week they were naked photographs, I swear. Those right there had to be Dr. Chris. I don't know who's behind all this. Listen to me. Trust me, okay?
Brian, you're a liar!
Oh, look out! Oh, look out now. Tony Adams, Miss Simpson goes after Miss Robin over here. Boy, she jumps on Miss Robin after calling off and slapping Christopher. Come on, boy. Miss Robin is on to Tony Adams and Miss Simpson.
Here comes some help. The fabulous one, Jeff Jarrett, and the King, Jerry Lawler. Well, now Brian has Miss Robin in tow on his left. Meanwhile, they've got Tony Adams, and they're holding her back here. She finally saw what those pictures exactly showed. And, well, Brian and Miss Robin are gone. Let's take us a break here, fans. We will be back with more from the USWA.
Dave, we're coming up on the departure time about 10. Roger, copy 1980.
7, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have booster ignition and liftoff.
Hey, folks, got some big news for you. It's our Toyotathon summer sales event happening right now at Performance Toyota in Memphis. Hi, everybody. I'm Dan Walters. Look, wish I had time to tell you about every bargain we have right now, but since I don't, here's just one example. You make that short drive, folks. Drive home in a brand new Toyota Corolla, just like this one. And here's the best part. You pay no money down and just $179 a month. So no matter where you live in the Mid-South, Boonville, Corinth, Holly Springs, make that short drive. It's Toyotathon. It's Performance Toyota. Now, Mariah at Mendenhall, you come and see it.
You about finished? How's it going? Great. We have a lot of good mechanics that shop at AutoZone. We also have a lot of people who just want to save some money by doing a simple job themselves, like changing their oil or putting in new plugs. They just want to come in, get what they need, and get out. Well, at AutoZone, we have parts for just about every car made. So if you know what you want, great. But if you're not quite sure about something, no problem. We'll help. After all, that's what we're here for.
No matter what you do, arthritis pain can make you stop. When arthritis pain stops you, go for the green. Arthritis Strength BC in the green pack.
Get back on the go for the green.
Arthritis Strength BC with the power to stop pain fast.
Go for the green.
Arthritis Strength BC with the maximum pain reliever allowed to give you the go-ahead.
Get back on the go for the green.
Arthritis Strength BC.
Get started right now on a brand new used during French Riviera Spa's 20th anniversary celebration. You can join for $13.99 a month. Join French Riviera Spa today for just $13.99 a month.
Your car is one of your most valuable possessions. Trust your car only to concern and experience. At Hayes Body Shop, we care about people, so we will take good care of your car.
Pizza Hut has gone Hollywood. With a blockbuster Bigfoot movie deal. Now, every time you buy a Bigfoot pizza, you get a coupon for one free movie rental at Blockbuster with any other movie rental. So make it a Blockbuster night with Bigfoot.
My mother thanks you. My father thanks you. My plastic surgeon thanks you.
It's a Blockbuster deal from Pizza Hut.
I just didn't have any idea of the quality that they had in their furniture. And they've got the great Broyhill Gallery, and that's where I chose my sofa from.
The latest weather information with InstaLert 5 on TV5, the Mid-South's news leader. Now, coming up right here very soon, it's the end of the trail match. And one of the folks involved in the end of the trail match is the King. And speaking of the trail, it's been a long one and a pretty successful one with that belt you got in your hand there.
Well, Dave, you know, I listened a few minutes ago to the voice of the World Wrestling Federation, Mr. Vince McMahon. And it's no secret to anybody, you know, I've been doing a lot of actually voice-over work in the World Wrestling Federation myself. And it's a really a funny situation. You know, they contacted me a long time ago, and I have told everybody what I think about the World Wrestling Federation and all of its members. I can't stand any of them. I don't like one single person up there. And I took that position only to prove to the world, because you know, Dave, and all of the wrestling fans here in the USWA know, that for years, the World Wrestling Federation looked down their noses at everybody else in professional wrestling. They thought they were it. They thought they were the big cheese, and anybody else that wasn't associated with them were a bunch of local yokels. Well, I went up there to prove the point that we right here in the USWA are just as good as any wrestlers the World Wrestling Federation has, if not better. And I think I've proven that point. And every week or so when I go up there to do the voiceovers on these matches, we have to go into a room. Vince McMahon, Randy Macho Man Savage, and myself. And we have to sit down to microphones and watch these matches and do the commentary on them. And I tell it like it is. I tell them just what a bunch of jokes I think all of those wrestlers are up there. And Vince McMahon and Macho Man stood about 10 feet away from me, and they try to tell everybody just how great the World Wrestling Federation is. But the interesting thing is that people don't see is that Vince McMahon has 3 bodyguards with him and 2 policemen with him at all times, because he knows that if I ever get my hands on him, I will beat the voice right out of him, and there won't be anything. You know, it'd be hard to be the voice of the World Wrestling Federation when he's trying to talk with no teeth. And Vince McMahon, I want to invite you back down here to the USWA. I want to give you a personal invitation. You come on down with Tatanka. You come on down with any of your big WWF stars, and I'll show you what we're all about down here, just like I'm going to do Tatanka. Now, you see this little picture behind us here. You see what it says. There's a tired old Indian standing at the end of the trail. It's been a long road for him, and it's been a long road for Tatanka. Yeah, he's been in the World Wrestling Federation, and he's faced all the big stars up there, and somehow, by hook or crook, he has remained undefeated. Vince McMahon comes out here shouting about how Tatanka is undefeated. Well, this week, he's coming into my backyard. And he is coming to the end of his trail. Because, you see, I go back a long way, and I remember playing Cowboys and Indians from the time I was knee-high to a grasshopper. And not one time do I ever remember the Indians winning. Do you? Cowboys always beat Indians, pal. And I'm going to tell you something. Well, except for the football season. I'm going to tell you something. When Tatanka comes to town, like you said, McMahon, he better bring some fire. He better be a fiery Indian. He better drink a little fire water, as a matter of fact, because I got something to put on that Indian that Ajax won't take off. Bring him on, Vince McMahon, because the king is ready for him. You want to call me the king of the cheaters? I like to say I'll do what it takes to win. And I'll do what it takes to win against Tatanka, because I'm winning for this crowd, for USWA, and all of these great fans right here. Not any of you jerks in the World Wrestling Federation. So bring it on. Because like I said, I got something for Tatanka.
There's the king. He's planning on hanging on to that belt and planning on it being the end of the trail for Tatanka's undefeated run. Well, it's not the only match that's coming up this week. USWA heavyweight title is also going to be at stake. And speaking of the fabulous one, you know, we've been meeting several of his friends over recent weeks. How about Mark Miller from Sawyer Brown right here?
Life won't pass me by, 'cause it's right there to find on the dirt road.
But Mark, no, thanks for letting me come over. Me and you, we've known each other 6-7 years now, and I met you right as I started wrestling, and your career has certainly taken off in the last 6 or 7 years, and I'd just like you to tell the fans, you're originally from Florida, and you've been in Nashville 13 years, is that right?
Yeah, I've been in Nashville 13 years, and you probably don't even know this, but I probably saw a few of your very, very first matches.
Oh, Mark, let's not talk about that now. I was about 40 or 50 pounds lighter and definitely not too good a wrestler.
You were always a live wire.
Tell us a little bit about this right here.
Well, this is the
only one he'd let me bring in here.
I'm pretty proud of this. This is off the Cafe on the Corner album, and we're real proud of Cafe on the Corner because it basically talks about the plight of the farmers. And we have a song off the album all these years, and it was a #1 video, a #1 song, and a #1 album. So we're pretty proud.
See, I knew I could get him to brag. Talking about songwriting, Mark, you said you came to town as a songwriter, and there's got to be one song in wrestling. There's always one match or two matches that stand out in your mind that you always remember. Is there one certain song that you feel most proud of, or?
Well, yeah, probably The Walk. The Walk is one of those songs that you just happen to. I felt like I just happened to be in the room, and it just came out of me, and probably if I am remembered for anything in the music business, I would love to remember for being the one who wrote The Walk.
Now you're right, I understand just what you're going through. 'Cause I took this same walk with my old man, boy, I've been in your shoes. Yes, I took this walk you're walking now, boy, I've been in your shoes.
Well, that's your favorite song. I know you tour probably 200 or 300 dates a year. So you're in front of a whole lot of people. Is there one song out there that the people that always you get a rush or really get some energy out of that they respond best to?
Probably Some Girls Do.
Oh, okay.
Well, I ain't first class, but I ain't quite trash.
Some Girls Do, of course, is a song you probably can relate to.
Hold on now.
I've seen you. I know a lot of girls like you, and I know it's enough talking about me. I've seen you, and you move more than I do in the ring. And, in fact, I got something to prove it and show right here coming up.
Then whips him into the rope. Boy, that's going to be good night RE for the Intruder 3. He got it.
See, Jeff, I told you, you really are the fabulous one.
Oh, no, Mark. Now, I've seen you on stage, and I've seen your videos, and let's take a look at that, Mark.
I think Daddy. Well, I got to give credit where credit is due. I thank the bank for the money, thank God for you.
Now, that's fabulous.
Boy, I tell you, Mark Miller from Sawyer Brown, and meanwhile the fabulous one has climbed into the ring. His opponent, this is young Rick York, has jumped him here.
Yeah, York goes after the fabulous one. Boy, big clothesline from York, and he kicked it away on Jeff. Went up to Jeff before we even got a chance to ring the bell. Rick York going after the fabulous one. Jeff dives but misses with an elbow. Jarrett gets out of the way. Knows York. Backs him up and whips him in. Elbow and takes Rick York down. Jeff Jarrett suplexes York. Boy, the fabulous one doesn't take it easy on Rick York at all now. Slams him into the turnbuckle again. Reversal here. York whips him in. That's that flip. He got him, yeah. That'll do it. We saw York out here earlier for the first time.
That's a dog catcher again. Look out.
That's who we Paul with. And Paul Neighbors, did you learn the other reason I'm not refereeing? That crowd baby Jeff Jarrett. Well, now you're going to really see some crime.
Paul Neighbors with a garbage can now. Tosses it into the ring. Well, they hold Jeff Jarrett. Oh, Jeff nailed Paul Neighbors, and Jeff got the garbage can.
Oh, boy! He goes Paul Neighbors. Gives the dog catcher a two, and they're out of here. But Neighbors has got, I bet you, at least 2 knocks on his head already.
Paul Neighbors has had a horrible day, and well-deserved, I might add. We'll be back with more from the USWA after this.
Is your child protected for the future? Gerber, the baby people you've known since you were an infant, offers you a way to help with that protection through their grow-up plan for children. It's a $5,000 cash value insurance program that costs less than 11 cents a day. At age 21, that protection doubles to $10,000 with absolutely no increase in premiums. The Gerber Life Grow-Up Plan is a fund that grows with your children and will provide that extra cash when they need it. In addition to automatically doubling at age 21, the plan also guarantees the right to $50,000 of insurance by age 28, regardless of health or occupation. So call now for your free information package. Any child under 13 years of age is eligible. No medical examination is necessary. Simply answer a few questions. As a special feature, your first month's premium is $1. The Gerber Life Grow-Up Plan, an investment in your child's future to show that you care. Call now.
Call 1-800-543-8800. The information package is free. There is no obligation. That number is 1-800-543-8800.
T-minus 3, 2, 1.
Fasten your seatbelt.
When you got a perfect wave, a perfect anything, you go for it.
Nicky!
And get ready for the ride of your life.
Stay away from my sister. You know, you were the first smiling face I've seen in 3 weeks.
Leave gravity behind and get airborne. Rated PG. Starts Friday, September 17th.
Jolly World's got a party in the house. Yo, this cherry bedroom is my rhyme. You can live it large for $5.99. Yo, check it out. This bedroom's mahogany. $4.49 is the Jolly World fee. Word up with the boys, you can dine. This cherry dining room's only $5.99. A set of cherry tables, if you listen to me, only $2.79. Gets a set of 3 if you're looking for a deal that's almost a steal. Jolly Royal says,
Here it is right here, the Monday night card. 7:30 Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum. Opening match of the night is going to feature the Missouri Tiger, Jeff Gaylord, going against Wolfie D from PG-13. Here's Eddie Marlin, I see right here. Hey, Eddie.
Yeah, but you know the ladies, the women was out here fighting a while ago.
Yep.
So if they want to fight, I want to see them fight, and I know all these fans want to see them fight. I've already talked to the gentleman upstairs. We're going to add that match. Miss Robin against Miss Simpson. We'll see who wins that.
Sounds good to me. Added match coming up Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum. Again, the opener, Jeff Gaylord, will be going against Wolfie D. And then the next match, and I'll kind of follow along with you here, Colin Scott goes against C.W. Bergstrom. The principal will be in a single match. A couple of big guys there. The Spellbinder. You met him here just a little bit earlier. Boy, he came in with his hands on, the illusion anyway, of fire on his hands and all that sort of thing. You kids don't try that at home now.
No.
But he's a very interesting wrestler. The Spellbinder will be going against the other member of PG-13, J.C. Ice. Then you got Mike Anthony. Yeah, going against Brian Christopher. Ought to be a good match right there.
Be, yeah.
If Brian survives the day after the trouble he's had with Tony Adams and Miss Robin. Then tag titles will be on the line. All neighbors will be over in the dog catcher's corner. You got the Moondogs with Richard Lee. The Moondogs are putting the belts on the line. So what are the dog catchers putting on the line? How about Paul Neighbors' hair? That's right.
Yeah, the rest of it is on the line.
Dog catchers lose the match. Paul Neighbors, as was said a little bit earlier, is going to be standing with bald head because that's what's on the line Monday night in this title match. Then you got, here's where the special added match goes.
Oh, boy.
Tony Adams will be going against Miss Robin, and they finally got them separated out here today, but they put them in the ring and turn them loose Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum in a sanctioned USWA match. Speaking of sanctioned matches, the heavyweight title.
Oh, boy. What about these two had last Monday night?
Oh, man, I've heard about
it. That, but last Saturday. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, I want to see some of those highlights if we can get to them here in just a few minutes. I have heard about the action and what happened during the interview. I'll have more about that in a moment, too. But Jeff Jarrett will be going against Wildfire. Tommy Rich, no time limit, no disqualification, no stopping the match. The heavyweight title will be on the line. Then it's the end of the trail match. End of which trail? Will it be the end of the unified world title trail for the King, Jerry Lawler? Or will it be the end of the undefeated trail of the Native American Tatanka? Tatanka from the WWF in here, sent by Vince McMahon, to go against the King, Jerry Lawler, in the end of the trail match. What a night. Monday night, Mid-South Coliseum. Don't forget that added match. Tony Adams against Miss Robin right there in the middle of the card. It all happens Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum. Make your plans to be there. Make your plans to stay right where you are, because we're going to be back with more right after this.
But I ain't quite trash and wild and a little crazy too. Some girls don't like boys like me. Oh, but some girls do.
Coming September 24th.
Darnell Jefferson, tailback. Ray Griffin, starting tailback.
Darnell Jefferson was a high school superstar.
Football saved my life.
But now...
Don't tell me you're falling for this guy. He's just another gangbanger with speed.
He's got to play by a new set of rules.
What's your assignment? Kill everybody.
To fight the pressure.
Yeah, they never mentioned this during recruiting.
To survive. The program, rated R.
Aloha from Rentronics, America's home for rent-to-own, celebrates Hawaiian Days. Get an RCA TV VCR combo just $19.99 a week. Catch a wave, a sound wave that is, with a Pioneer stereo for $25.99 a week. Here's a hot deal that'll make the Big Kahuna happy. An RCA 35-inch TV with direct view for a clearer Big Kahuna picture. Just $51.99 a week. So pick up a great deal during Hawaiian Days at Rentronics, America's home for rent-to-own.
It's time for Crystal's Steam and Hits. Just listen.
Crystal craving again.
For everyone's favorite.
My little corn puffs. Oh, steam.
And who can forget?
Even after midnight.
This record isn't available in stores. In fact, it isn't available at all. But you can get 10 hot crystals for $3.89 plus other Steam and Hits. And you'll be singing.
It is the crystal again.
1968. MLK, RFK, LBJ, and Vietnam. That was 25 years ago. To some, it seems like it was only yesterday. To others, it seems like a lifetime. TV5 takes you back to that unforgettable year with the music and the memories, the people and the protests, the hippies and the headlines. Tune in and get turned on to the class of 68. Thursday, September 16th at 9 p.m. on TV5, the Mid-South's news leader.
Hey, you want to talk about some action? Let me just say about 5 words. Tag titles, the champions, Moondogs. Take a look.
Oh, slams in the dog catcher down. Comes off the ropes with the splash. Boy, that's probably going to do it. Only one, though. Frank Morrell comes counting. And Frank's trying to get Paul Neighbors off of the ring apron. Oh, boy. Richard Lee threw the Moondog bone in the Moondog Cujo. But the dog catcher gets a hold to the bowl. The other dog catcher holds Spike. Oh, boy. He misses Spike. Cujo jumps down and cover. Frank Morrell's down. 2. He got it. 1, 2, 3 in 3 minutes. 31 seconds. The Moondogs are the USWA World Tag Team Champions.
Well, here they are, the Moondogs with Richard Lee, the USWA Tag Team Champions. Here they come right here. Richard Lee with a tag title in hand. And the Moondogs behind with those big bones and the folding metal chair. Here's Richard Lee right here. Very proud to be holding that belt, I'm sure.
Very proud. Hey, Paul Neighbors, this thing looks familiar to you, brother. It used to be around the waist of your dog catchers, didn't it? Well, let me tell you what's been going on, Paul. At one time, you thought you were a great referee. Wrong. Then, you thought you were a great wrestler. Until Jerry Lawler gave you so many pile drivers, everybody calls you Too Small Paul now, because you were about that big when they wheeled you out going, oh! Well, now, you think that you're a great manager, Paul Neighbors. Your big problem, big boy, is you think too much. Because look who's got the belt. Cujo's got the belt. Spike's got the belt. The greatest tag team in the history of professional wrestling, Too Small. Well, let me tell you something, big boy. You want another shot? I'm giving you another shot. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to help cool off your brain just a little bit, small guy. Because you got your hair on the line this time. I've still got mine. I've been through the humiliation of having it cut. But my God, make sure it didn't happen this time, Too Small. So all you got to do, small guy, is walk that aisle, bring the dog catchers with you, and I'll bring the Clippers hot shot, because your hair is coming off.
A word from Richard Lee and the Moondogs looking for Paul Neighbors and planning on shaving his head. And Paul Neighbors has not been on a winning streak lately, let me tell you. We'll be back with more about that situation between the fabulous one, Jeff Jarrett, and Wildfire Tommy Rich, right after this.
Fair deals at Bluff City Used Cars, we're known for them. Hi, I'm Bobby Ward. We've got the best selection of 92 and 93 used cars in the Mid-South. Like this 93 Protege, only $99.88. This 93 Sentra, only $99.88. This 93 Escort is just $79.88. And this 93 Skylark, just $10,488. Test drive any of our used cars and register for free tickets to the Mid-South Fair, opening September 24th. Ride to the fair in style in a high-quality used car from Bluff City Used Cars. Let's do business.
You know, I'm an old-fashioned guy. I believe in giving people more for their money. So not only is everything on Wendy's Super Value Menu 99 cents each, but now you can get our country fried steak sandwich. It's delicious and just 99 cents. Great with biggie fries, or try our chili or Caesar side salad. You can only get them at Wendy's. You don't pay more, you just get more. And that's the truth.
Try the country fried steak sandwich on Wendy's 99-cent Super Value Menu.
A year ago, I thought I'd lose my home, my car, everything. I was in debt over my head. That's when I heard about Consumer Credit Counseling Services. They worked out a plan with all my creditors so that I wouldn't have to take bankruptcy and ruin my reputation. Now, it's still tough, but I've got my pride again. And we're paying our bills back on a schedule we can live with.
Maybe they can help you, too.
Consumer Credit Counseling Service, a non-profit agency that can help you solve your financial problems.
Dennis Hall's Auto Salvage, home of 1 million parts. Call or come by 3100 Gill Road and see Dennis Hall's large inventory of both domestic and foreign parts. Bumper-to-bumper body parts, used and rebuilt engines and transmissions. They also specialize in both new and used glass replacement for all makes and models of cars and trucks. For steering column and theft repair, Dennis Hall's guarantees the lowest prices in Memphis.
Hi, I'm Dennis Hall. For the best prices in town, come on down.
Pizza Hut has gone Hollywood. With a blockbuster Bigfoot movie deal. Now, every time you buy a Bigfoot pizza, you get a coupon for 1 free movie rental at Blockbuster with any other movie rental. So make it a Blockbuster night with Bigfoot.
My mother thanks you. My father thanks you. My plastic surgeon thanks you.
It's a Blockbuster deal from Pizza Hut. Hey, it's our Toyota-thon summer sales event. It's happening right now at Performance Toyota in Memphis. Hi, everybody. I'm Dan Walters. Look, this is your chance to save hundreds, even thousands of dollars. Every car and truck in our giant inventory, sale price, folks. Here's just one example. Hurry in right now. You can drive home in a brand new Toyota sport truck, just like this one. Lots of styles and colors to choose from. Here's the best part, though. No money down, just $146 a month. So no matter where you live in the Mid-South, Olive Branch, Fernando, Oakland, make that short drive. Performance Toyota, Mountain Riot, Mendenhall. You coming soon.
The art of origami, folding, in this case, folding money.
That's Monday on Wake Up Call.
Well, the USWA heavyweight title is going to be at stake this week. Now, I wasn't here last week, but I've heard about it. Haven't seen it yet, but I want to change that right now. Interview going on. Tommy Rich had sent in an interview implying that he was nowhere around, couldn't make it for the television show, so he sent in an interview, a videotape to be played, and while Jeff Jarrett was being interviewed, well, he made his appearance known. Take a look. I want to see this, too.
Talk about my family. Well, I take high offense of that, Tommy Rich. And I look at this belt, this is my belt now. So you're going to get a good chance to come in and back up your talk, and you're going to get a good chance to come in and challenge for this title. But that's all you're going to be doing because you think you're so big and bad and run your mouth. Well, this week it's going to be put up or shut up.
Hey! Watch out! Here comes Tommy Rich! Rich jumps on Jeff Jarrett! Kill him! First, get him out of here, would you? We're not going to put up with that stuff. Tommy Rich comes out here, jumps on Jeff Jarrett. Jumps on a fabulous one. Tommy on for Rich! Kill him, Tommy! Kill him! And Rich jumps on Jeff Jarrett. First, get him out of here, would you? Get him out of here. We don't need any of this stuff. They've got a bout coming out. Somebody teaches this punk a lesson. Well, they've got a bout coming up this week, and he can do what he wants to do. They're going to have a title match. Get him out of here now. We don't need him out here.
You hear what the fans are saying? Go, Tommy, go. Even the fans hate Jeff Jarrett.
They're not saying that. Tommy Rich comes out, and he jumps on Jeff Jarrett. This is a non-scheduled bout. Nevertheless, it's non-scheduled for Tommy Rich to even be here. What in the world is he even doing here today? Sent in an interview, and is hiding back in the back somewhere, and comes out and jumps on Jeff.
It is our special mission to destroy the Jarrett name in professional wrestling.
Well,
that's what he's doing.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to get over here and ring the bell and try to get some help for Jeff out here. This is ridiculous. Tommy Rich comes out, of course led by Bert Prentice, and jumps on the fabulous one, Jeff Jarrett. Jeff was out with his interview just talking about the bout coming up this week, and Tommy Rich and Bert Prentice come out. Let's see if we can get over here. Ring the bell and get some help for Jeff. Yeah, here comes some help now. Timmy Sattler comes out. Oh, he DDT'd Timmy. Oh, boy. This is ridiculous to have this kind of stuff. The bout is already scheduled to come out. And Tommy Rich just comes out, goes berserk on Jarrett. Here comes C.D. Steele. Sam Norris is being thrown out of the ring. DDT C.D. Now C.D. won't be any more help. Hey, but look at Jeff Jarrett fight back. Prentice trying to hold Jeff. And the fabulous was trying to fight his way back as Rich and Prentice jump on Jeff. He got a cold top Jeff and jumped in on Jeff while he was making his interview. Prentice trying to hold his leg. Gets Jeff Jarrett down. Tommy Wildfire Rich just going for Zorka today. Jumps on Jeff Jarrett for no apparent reason. But he just doesn't like him, he says. All the Jarrett family. And, yeah, here comes some more help. Tony Falk and the Intruders and Prentice, all neighbors, all trying to hold off Tommy Rich, but Jarrett goes flying in after him. Oh, boy. Tommy Wildfire Rich back in the USWA and making it known here today as he comes out and jumps on Jarrett. Look at Jarrett, though. Out of the ring on Rich.
Well, no videotaped interview today. If you want to say something on this television show, you have to show up. And here is Tommy Wildfire Rich.
Golly, I see you got a house load of rednecks out here today, don't you? Hey, rednecks! How y'all doing? You know, Dave, it's a pleasure to be here. I'd just like to say, I'm going to tell y'all a little history about the Jarrett family. You know, back years ago, before I started professional wrestling, you know, Jarrett, he was a man that had money. His son went to the private schools. I mean, he was catered to. Little silver spoon. Well, I worked for Jarrett. I worked on his farm, and I did odd jobs. What I did, Jeff Jarrett, I did your jobs, boy. I did your jobs so your daddy, he paid me money so you could sit on your tail. You went to the private schools. Well, the Wildfire didn't. You know, if I've wrestled the Briscoes, I've wrestled Harley Race, I've wrestled some of the best in the wrestling business today, brother. And let me tell you something, Jeff Jarrett. I said last week that it was your daddy that you was going to have to take up for him. Well, now then, I'm saying you're not man enough to come on to me. Because what I'm saying is, if it hadn't have been for all of your cronies and all these rednecks that's sitting out here, I would have had the USWA heavyweight title. What it come down to, Jeff, shut up! Shut up! I'm not jealous of nothing. If these idiots would shut up, I could say.
They have a right to their opinion.
Shut up so I can say what I got to say. Bottom line, Jeff Jarrett, if it hadn't have been not for daddy, but for you, stinking old granddaddy, I'd have had that USWA heavyweight title now, right now, I'd have it. Jeff Jarrett,
Jeff Jarrett, all of a sudden, jumps on Tommy Rich. He had heard enough about Rich running down the family. And it wasn't the first time Rich had been out talking about that. They've got them apart. Let's take a break right here, and we'll be back in just a moment.
morning, Mrs. Jenks. Got a Western Union here for Mr. Jenks. Hope it's good news.
Oh, it is. It's that $1 a week life insurance for veterans that Tom and I called about.
$1 a week life insurance?
Uh-huh. It's a real good deal. And because Tom was in the service, I can get coverage, too, for just $1 a week.
You know, I could use some extra insurance.
Well, you were in the service, weren't you, Joe?
Well, yeah, but it was stateside. Army Reserve.
Doesn't matter. Says here, wartime, peacetime, active, or reserve. All branches of service.
Great. What do I do? Make a phone call?
Sure. Let me write down the number.
And if you're a veteran, age 45 to 75, or the spouse of a veteran, you'll want to write down this number, too, because now you can get in on a $1 a week term life insurance plan for veterans.
It's a great value for both veterans and spouses. Just $1 a week gets you the coverage you need at a price you can afford. And your benefits, well, they never go down. That's guaranteed. Plus, there's no medical exam to take, and there's no waiting period. Once you're covered, it's from the very first day for the full amount. Just call this toll-free number. Free information will be rushed to you by Western Union. You'll also get free membership in Veterans Vision Care, an eye care plan that saves you money. And once you're covered, you'll get a free subscription to Veterans Update, a newsletter filled with VA news, benefit updates, and more. $1 a week. It's one of the best ways going to give your family the extra security you want them to have. Call now.
Here, Joe.
I'm going to call as soon as I get a chance.
Use our phone. Call them now.
Veterans and spouses ages 45 to 75, call 1-800-548-9600. Veterans Life Insurance Company will send you a free information package immediately. There's absolutely no cost or obligation. Call 1-800-548-9600. Operators are standing by to take your call. That number again is 1-800-548-9600. Call now.
Lots of action coming up around the territory in the USWA. Man, the electricity is... Speaking of electricity, here comes Jeff Jarrett, the fabulous one right here. Let's get a word or two from him, and then we'll check all the action. He left. They got him out of
Well,
here.
I'm supposed to be out here to talk about Clarksdale, Mississippi, Friday night down at the Civic Auditorium. That's this Friday night. My mind's so scattered. Tommy Rich, why don't you come on out here right now? You think you're so big and bad? Here's the belt right here. Come on out here right now. No, you're not going to come out here because you're too much of a stinking coward.
Well, Jeff, distracted about the situation with Rich after what Rich was over there saying a few minutes ago about the family and all of that. And I understand Jeff's being very upset about it. But let's continue with the out of town. He said he's going to be in Clarksdale. Is that the first time we're going to talk about it?
Yeah, that's going to be the first thing coming up Friday night right there. September 17th, Clarksdale, Mississippi, Civic Auditorium. Nice place for wrestling, too. The fabulous one, Jeff Jarrett, to be there. Tommy Rich is going to be down there in Clarksdale, too.
That could be trouble.
Yeah, that could be a little trouble. Rich and Jarrett both scheduled to be there. Miss Texas is going to be down in Clarksdale, Mississippi. American Eagle, Mike Anthony, all lined up for Clarksdale, Mississippi. Coming up Friday night, 8 o'clock bell time, there at the Civic Auditorium. Thursday, September 23rd, 8 o'clock p.m., Championship Wrestling in Brighton, Tennessee. Brighton, Tennessee, for USWA Wrestling there at the Community Center. You'll see the fabulous one, Jeff Jarrett, Rock and Roll Phantom, American Eagle. Tommy Rich is going to be in Brighton. King Cobra on the card. Miss Texas, a lot of them lined up for Brighton, Tennessee. Coming up Thursday night, September 23rd. Also Thursday, September 30th, Brownsville, Tennessee. USWA Top Stars are going to be in Brownsville at 8 o'clock bell time for Brownsville. Friday, October 1st, Blytheville, Arkansas. National Guard Armory, the USWA Top Stars in Blytheville, Arkansas. And coming soon, USWA action in Crenshaw, Mississippi, Kennet, Missouri, Oxford, Mississippi, Oliver, Tennessee, Dawsburg, Tennessee. Boy, when it comes to your hometown, nothing like being there. Seeing it live.
Oh, you're exactly right. We could prove that here today with the action.
Oh.
Speaking of action, here's a man who's been on kind of the short end of the action here today.
Look at this head was just what happened to me.
Well, you had no business out here to begin with.
Let me tell you something. Eddie Marlin, did he come out here and say anything? He jumped on me. He took my job away from me. They come out here and beat me in the head. Was anything done about that? No, it was fine and dandy, wasn't it?
Well, you're the one that brought the board out. You're the one that brought the garbage can out.
I just brought it out here and said it raised. I didn't use the board, did I? No. They beat me. Look at this head right
You
here.
didn't have a chance to. You can stand out here and complain all you want to. We understand. You know you're not...
They come out here and talk about Monday night. This ponytail, look at this.
It could be history. They're going to shave your head.
That ponytail ain't history. It stays. That Motor Mouth comes out here, Richard Lee. Well, he's going to do this. He's going to do that. After Monday night, you know where he's going to be working for? Petting Turner. Petting Street, turning the corner, because this ponytail ain't going.
We'll find out come Monday night. You better take a good look at that ponytail and the hair. It's at stake. Of course, the Moondog's title's at stake, too.
You seen the conspiracy going on right here?
Let's take a break. I've heard enough of this. We'll be back with more. You can stand here and talk all day if you want to. We're going to...
How many men upstairs? Let me rephrase that.
There's an exception to every rule.
I can take your badge right now for initiating an illegal investigation.
On the Pittsburgh police force,
Hurry, behind you!
his name is Tom Hardy.
Officer Hardy was not out of control.
Bruce Willis, Sarah Jessica Parker. Striking Distance. Rated R. At theaters Friday.
What are people saying about Fleming Fine Furniture?
I came to Fleming and I found the quality that I wanted along with the price.
I've been to 3 different stores and I've seen more furniture here than any of them, and it's great.
They really went out of their way to make us happy.
Yeah, they sure did.
We will continue to buy. We're here today trying to buy some more.
Yeah, I think I just found what I wanted.
I can't go wrong. So do whatever it takes to make me happy.
In Memphis, South Haven, Jackson, and Germantown Village Square, Fleming's is simply the best.
Hello, I'm looking for a tail light for an 81 T-Bird. You wouldn't know if you have one in stock.
Sure, when do you need it?
I was wondering if you had a bucket seat for a 1980 Capri?
Sure do. I can see it from here.
Could you help me find a fender for a 1981 Ford truck?
Yeah, I'll get right on it.
Levy Auto Parts offers a complete line of motor parts, and Levy's continues its fantastic $10 special on a wide variety of used parts. Levy Auto Parts with 2 convenient locations, 1720 North Thomas and 1336 North 2nd.
Hi, folks, Bob Burkhardt for Sunrise Pontiac GMC truck. The 94s are arriving daily, so we're having a clearance sale at Sunrise. Over 393 Pontiacs and GMC trucks to choose from. Huge savings on over $1 million worth of used cars, including the lot specializing in cars and trucks under $29.95. And here's the first from Memphis' #1 Pontiac and GMC dealer, a service department that's open Saturdays and weeknights till 7. Big selection, huge savings, and convenient service hours. Just 3 reasons to buy your new car truck at Sunrise, the ugliest building on Covington Pike, Memphis.
Man, this Jeff Jarrett, Tommy Rich thing has really gotten out of hand. Thanks to Tommy Rich, I must say.
Yeah, basically, he's blowing up the whole thing.
Well, and, you know, we showed highlights a few minutes ago of him jumping Jeff during an interview a week ago, which you were doing. You got caught in the middle of it there. And then, of course, Jeff came out today to kind of get even and stop him from running down the family. Able to get out of the way there. But that wasn't, it was more than just what happened in that wild thing last week on television. It kind of continued Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum. Wow. Take a look at some highlights from the match.
Oh, Tommy Rich comes out of the corner. Nails Jeff Jarrett with a right hand and into the turnbuckle. Whips Jarrett in. Jarrett on his feet. Fighting back against Tommy Rich. And sends Rich out of the ring. Rich holding on to Jarrett with a headlock. The Fabulous One backs him up, whips him in. Wildfire Rich comes off on a shoulder, leaps over Jarrett. Under Jarrett again. Nice hip toss from Jeff. Arm drag on Wildfire. Tommy Rich takes him down, and Rich gets over, he gets a break on the bottom rope. Back Jarrett up, whips him into the rope. Hip toss from Rich on the Fabulous One. Rich misses. Jarrett gets up and puts the arm drag and bars the arm of Rich. Oh, then Jeff told Frank that Rich handed it off to Prentice. But Jeff was wrong that time. Rich got the chain. And he nails away on the Fabulous One. Wildfire climbs the rope. Jarrett grabs Rich and throws him under in the middle of the ring. Jeff Jarrett backs Rich up and whips him in. Big backdrop on Wildfire.
Only 2, though. Jarrett looks Rich into the turnbuckle. Oh, he missed. Rich comes out of there. Jarrett goes side in and misses Rich. Tommy Wildfire Rich. And the fabulous one, Jeff Jarrett. We're near the 20-minute mark. And Rich now strikes Morrell. What in the world is he doing? Pulls off the nose. Referee strikes Morrell. Hey, Jeff's got Tommy Rich tied up in the first 2 ropes over here. Here comes the other USWA referee, Bill Alfonso. And Alfonso steps in, grabs a chair from Jarrett. Oh, Tommy Rich nails referee Bill Alfonso. And Frank Morrell's going to stop on the bell. Oh, boy. 20 minutes, 22 seconds. Frank calling for a bell. Jeff Jarrett's got Tommy Rich set up. Oh! And Jarrett holds up and clobbers Morrell. So Frank's taking 2 licks from Rich and Jarrett. What a wall of a bout between Tommy Rich and Jeff Jarrett. Jarrett milling away on everybody around him. And everybody's out. PG-13, Tony Falk, all neighbors, all of them holding Rich. Frank Morrell says he's going to throw it out, no contact. Tommy Wildfire Rich and the fabulous one, Jeff Jarrett, going at it. Colin Scott, the American Eagle, Jeff Gaylord, Mike Anthony, Timmy Sadler, all holding Jarrett back over there. They're taking all of them, but they still can only hold the fabulous one. Hey, Jeff tells them, let him go, let him go. And Jeff's asking the Eagle with all of them to let him go. And Jeff's telling PG-13, Falk, and Fine, Reggie B. Fine, and Prentice and neighbors all of them to let Rich go. And Jeff Jarrett goes after it. Oh, boy. Beretta ball's on. It's neighbors and Prentice holding Jarrett. Tommy Rich with the bell. Jeff down on the fabulous one with it. Oh, boy, we've got trouble. Rich has got the bell. We can't ring it. Come on. Yeah, okay. Referee Frank Morrell says he's throwing the entire match out. There's got to be no contest in 2022. Tommy Rich is going absolutely berserk. He's got the bell, and Eddie Mullen is warning him over there. Jarrett goes over and nails Rich. Grabs the bell, and Tommy Rich rolls out of there. And Eagle and all over there, Mike Anthony and Jeff Gaylord. And all hold Jeff Jarrett back. In 2022, boy, what a all about and what a bout. What a great match between Jeff Jarrett and Tommy Wildfire Rich. Here comes the fabulous one right here, Jeff Jarrett. Jeff's got the USWA heavyweight title. The title match. The match is on the line. Dangerous match, no time limit, no DQ, no stopping.
That's right, Dave. That's what it's all about. The USWA heavyweight title, Tommy Rich. And I want to get back to last week. You showed what kind of man you were when you had to send in a tape and you had some kind of plot to where it looked like you weren't here. You weren't man enough to come one-on-one to me. Well, Tommy Rich, the tape showed. Yeah, you want to come out here and jump me from behind? Well, I've got more heart and more fight left in me than you'll ever imagine, Tommy Rich. So come on out here right now. I showed you I came through the door, and I met you man-to-man, one-on-one, boy. So let's do it down right now. I brought a can out here. Paul Neighbors knows what I can do with a trash can. So, Tommy Rich, come on out here right now.
Here he comes. There's Rich has jumped Jeff Jarrett down here. Well, Jeff invited him out here, but boy, Tommy Rich jumps him from behind again, not face to face. Oh, my goodness, Jeff knocked into a camera. They've got them apart again. Earlier today, we were able to get them apart very quickly, and that's what's happened again. I think that lets you know what's going on here. There's no satisfaction between these two guys. They just keep going at each other, but they don't have anything settled. Oh, my goodness, now they got him apart again. They're trying to get Tommy Rich out of here. He's trying to break away. He turns and slugs one of the guys that was holding him back and goes after Jeff again. They're all tied up again over there in the middle. And Tommy is down on the floor. They've got Jeff backing him away. Eddie Marlin is in there trying to keep them separated, and Jeff breaks away and goes after Tommy Rich. Boy, I tell you, free for all city. That's what it's been when these two guys have been in the same, not only in the same room, in the same area. Now they're all coming this way, and I don't like that at all. Oh, my goodness, they've still got them apart. I hope they can keep them that way. Now they're trying to take Tommy out of here. Let's us take a break, fans. We're going to get behind. Let's take a break. We'll be back with more. Yeah, get him on out of here.
Do you know a beginning reader, a second language student, or someone who's struggling to read? Now there's a powerful proven reading program sweeping across America called Read Now. Read Now is an exciting video series based on the incredibly successful reading program that has already taught over 20 million people to read. And now adapted for home use. Read Now uses phonics, animated stories, and original songs to make learning to read easy and fun.
Sam! I see Sam!
I found children that learn to read early are the ones that are successful all the way through their school experience.
I don't need any help anymore, because I know how to read.
Read Now. Give your loved ones the advantage they deserve. You'll receive 2 videos, 2 audio cassettes, 14 read-along books, and a special reading guide. Call today for more information or to order Read Now. Visa, MasterCard, Easy Payment Plan, or COD orders accepted. Read Now. Succeed tomorrow.
I wish I could afford a comfortable pair of glasses.
At LensCrafters, we believe everyone has the right to the best-fitting, most comfortable glasses at an affordable price.
That's why our wide selection of comfortable frames starts at under $50.
Now we have the prices you want and the perfect fit you need.
I never knew LensCrafters glasses were so affordable.
LensCrafters. If you can find a lower price, we'll match it. Guaranteed. When your job puts you in a world of hurt, you need powerful relief. No matter where you're hurting, you need the power of BC. BC Power in the power of BC. When you need strong relief, BC Powder stops pain fast. The power of BC.
Well, finally, everyone is out of the studio here. Can't guarantee, though, we're going to be able to keep those guys apart for very long at all because we've seen it now. And as I said earlier, I wasn't here last week, but you had told me what went on as well as some of the fans had told me. And my goodness gracious, just every time you get them apart, and then but no settlement to it. But maybe this week, and I'll explain that to you as we go along with the card here. Let's start with opening match Monday night, Mid-South Coliseum. Remember, there is an added match. We'll tell you about that in a moment, too. Jeff Gaylord will be going against Wolfie D in the opening single match.
That's a good opener.
Size-wise, you got to go with Jeff Gaylord, the Missouri Tiger. But you got to remember, too, Wolfie D and, who knows where a hubcap and all that sort of thing might be hidden. Yeah. Wolfie D against the Missouri Tiger in the opener. Colin Scotts, I think most of you wrestling fans are aware of, former rugby player in Australia, former NFL football player. He will be going against Principal C.W. Bergstrom in a single match. The Spellbinder. We had our first look at him today.
Interesting look at him, too.
He came in here with some illusions, and was no illusion, though, that he got his hand raised. He won his match here today.
Yeah, that's true, but the Spellbinder, he's got a lot of things that he pulls up, but he better look out as well for that hubcap that
J.C. Ice carries around his neck.
Absolutely. You got to watch out when J.C. Ice steps into the ring. That'll be the single match there. Then you got yet another single match in which Brian Christopher will be going against Mike Anthony. So Mike Anthony for the first time, I've forgotten when it was, 2, 3, 4 weeks ago, something like that here on the USWA. He was mighty impressive in his debut, and that should be a fine match right there as he tries to take the measure of Brian Christopher. Tag title against Paul Neighbors Hare at stake then. The Moondogs with Richard Lee. Yep, they're the USWA Tag Team Champions, and they're going to be bringing the belts to put them on the line. The Dog Catchers are going to be bringing Paul Neighbors, and Paul says that ponytail is going to be right there when that night is over, and the Dog Catchers are going to be the USWA Champions. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, Paul Neighbors maybe carrying that ponytail home in his hand.
Or in a sack.
Yeah.
He may have to kind of sweep it up from the ring after the barber cuts it all off. Dog Catchers against the Moondogs with the tag titles against Paul Neighbors Hare. Then there's that added match we told you about. Tony Adams and Miss Robin.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, well, Brian Christopher found himself in trouble. He got away with it for a few days, telling Tony Adams that the pictures were something other than what they really were, but it all caught up with him just a little while ago, right here today. And as a result, Miss Robin is going to be in a match against Tony Adams in the ring. That ought to be something to see.
Yeah.
USWA heavyweight title will be at stake as Jeff Jarrett, the fabulous one, has it on the line against Wildfire Tommy Rich. I don't know how much more we need to say about this particular match, except that this time it's going to be no time limit, no disqualification, no stopping the match. Look at this right here. That's Tommy Rich and Jeff Jarrett. I was interviewing Tommy Rich at the time, and he was really running down Jeff's family, and not for the first time.
Horrible. Yeah, that's horrible.
And, saying he had been doing all of Jeff's work for him since he was a little kid and all those sorts of things. Yeah, he did mention he was paid for it.
Yeah, and then some fans here, he was screamed out jealousy, and I think that may have a lot to do with it.
Jealousy may have a lot to do with it. But there you see Mr. Rich being held back right there. They got him separated that time, but that wasn't the end of it. Then we were interviewing Jeff just moments ago, and he said, come on out here, Tommy Rich. Come on out here. Well, Tommy Rich took him up on it and came flying through there, and they went at it again. And that time I was beginning to wonder if we were going to be able to get them apart. But this one, maybe we'll be able to bring it to a settlement Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum. Jeff Jarrett, the USWA heavyweight champion, will put that belt on the line against Wildfire Tommy Rich. Then it's the end of the trail match. Tatanka, Native American from the WWF, undefeated Tatanka, will be coming in to go against the King, Jerry Lawler. Jeff, of course, Jerry, with that very long run as the unified champion. I know he's lost the belt from time to time, but in general, he has been able to hold onto that belt for a mighty, mighty long time. Is it going to be the end of the trail for that title run for Jerry, or is it going to be the end of the trail as far as being undefeated goes for Tatanka? We'll find out in the end of the trail main event Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum. Of course, Tatanka sent in here by Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon, we had an interview with him that was sent in a little bit earlier, too, and he, as usual, didn't have any very kind things to say about Jerry Lawler, nor the fans in this area, nor anything else. So McMahon had his 2 cents worth about it. The Lawler feels confident that jealousy may have a part there, too, because Jerry mentioned, he did some voiceovers and all of that sort of thing. So, well, who knows? But we'll find out. In the ring, Tatanka will be going against the King, Jerry Lawler, in that match. It looks like a very big night coming up. Again, to recap some of the things that have happened here, let's take a look at this right here, and you will see a kind of part of the USWA day today on Championship Wrestling. This is you and me. I don't see exactly what it is. Okay, I thought we had something ready to go. Okay, Tatanka.
Tatanka,
right.
yeah.
Well, let's see it right here.
Tatanka, yeah.
There we go. There's Tatanka.
The Native American, and he's coming in undefeated. McMahon says he'll leave undefeated. I don't know about that.
I don't know either, but I tell you what, he has been impressive. Sometimes we get kind of caught up in it being in the USWA. We kind of feel like that our guys are mighty, mighty good, too. But you have to remember that this guy is undefeated. And no matter who he's been going against, he has not lost any matches. Tatanka, the Native American.
And has been against some real impressive talent up in the WWF. There's Bam Bam Bigelow and some of the others that he's wrestled, and he has showed well.
He has not faced the King in Memphis, Tennessee, at the Mid-South Coliseum.
Boy, that's 2 strikes against him there.
A few thousand screaming fans, and they're all screaming for the King. They're not screaming for Tatanka in this particular case, and that is going to be the situation coming up. Ooh.
That'd be 3 strikes for Tatanka down there Monday night, Bill, with the fans, and right here in Memphis going against the King. And there you see Tatanka. He can move around the ring, too, real quick.
Well, I tell you, he's got a pretty vicious chop, too. A little bit reminiscent of the late Tojo Yamamoto, who had the most vicious chop in wrestling history, and that will probably be the case for a long, long... Oh,
what do you want, Tommy?
It's Tommy Rich. Tommy?
Come on, Tommy.
You know, Dave, I don't care if it's Crenshaw, Mississippi, with the Oscar Mayer mayor. Come on down, Clarksville, Mississippi, Brandon, Tennessee, Monday night, Memphis, Tennessee, Jerry, Jeff, Jerry. That's a dead gum man. I want you, boy. I ain't even got to get him out of here.
I'm not going to get him out here.
Tommy Rich, boy.
Tommy, we have been through all of this today, not once, but twice. It'll be settled in a no-time limit, no DQ, no stopping the match situation coming up. And I'm not going to ask for Jeff to come out here today. No. Well, I don't have to ask. There he is.
Here comes Jeff. And there goes Rich. Look at that. Yeah, he's begging for Jeff to come out. Jared comes out and Rich tells it out.
When he didn't jump him from behind, did you notice how quickly Tommy Rich backed away? Last time out here, he jumped Jeff from behind.
Here's Eddie Molyneux threatening to strike Eddie over there.
Well, Eddie is telling Jeff, you get out of here, and Tommy, you get out of here, too.
Come on, tell me all of this stuff.
Hey, Jeff Jerry, I'm going to tell you what. Hey, you shut up, you redneck. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to end your career Monday night. I ain't giving these rednecks nothing for nothing. Monday night.
Well, Tommy Rich still making a threat. Jeff Jarrett would like to get to him, but Eddie Wisely is in the middle. He's telling Tommy, look, get back. All right, look out. Jeff's coming out of the ring, Eddie. Man, oh, man. Oh, this one will have to be settled somewhere else. We are out of time. What a day today, fans. You be sure to join us for more next week. Until then, for Corey Macklin, I'm Dave Brown. Look out. So long, everybody.
The announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than this station, namely the promoters of USWA Championship Wrestling.